Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, something is holding you back? Maybe it's doubt, stress, or the people around you. What if the way to change everything in your life starts with one simple choice every single day? In this video, we're going to break down how focusing on yourself, building your habits, and taking control of your energy can completely transform your results. By the end, you'll understand exactly what steps you can take right now to start feeling stronger, more confident, and unstoppable. This isn't theory or fluff. These are practical actions you can use immediately to see real change in your life. Stick around, because what you're about to learn could change the way you approach every single day. Chapter 1. Build unshakable self-belief through daily consistent actions. The starting point of every meaningful transformation in life begins not with luck or outside help, but with belief in oneself. Belief is the invisible foundation on which all progress is built. Yet it is also the most fragile when life has tested you repeatedly. People often wait for proof before they believe. They wait for success before they feel capable. They wait for recognition before they trust their abilities. But the truth is reversed. Belief comes first, and proof follows later. To win in life, you must build an unshakable self-belief. And the only way to achieve it is through daily consistent actions that reinforce your strength, your worth, and your vision. Self-belief is not a sudden burst of confidence. It does not arrive in a single moment of inspiration. It grows like a tree, watered each day with effort and discipline. Every time you take action, even a small one, you're sending yourself a message. I can be trusted. I am capable. I am growing. That repeated evidence builds a foundation so strong that no rejection, no setback, and no failure can fully destroy it. You may bend under pressure, but you will never break, because your roots run deep. The world is filled with people who doubt themselves. They hold back from opportunities. They silence their voices, and they settle for less than they deserve because they do not believe they are worthy or strong enough. If you want to rise above mediocrity, you must build a belief system that is not shaken by opinions, circumstances, or temporary outcomes. This is not arrogance. It is conviction. It is knowing that no matter how many times you fall, you have the ability to stand again and keep moving. Belief without action is only imagination. Action without belief is fragile and short-lived. But when you combine belief with daily consistent action, you become unstoppable. Every small disciplined step becomes a brick that strengthens the wall of your confidence. For example, when you wake up at the time you said you would, you reinforce to yourself that you are in control. When you finish the task you committed to, you remind yourself that you are dependable. When you keep pushing even when results are slow, you send your mind the message that your faith is stronger than doubt. Over time, this repeated practice transforms the way you see yourself. The key is daily consistency. Belief is not built in moments of motivation alone. Motivation is temporary. It comes and goes like the weather. If you rely on inspiration alone, your self-belief will always be unstable. The real strength comes from the habits and routines you practice every day. Even on days when you feel tired or unmotivated, those consistent actions are proof to yourself that you are serious, disciplined, and committed. They build confidence not through words, but through evidence. Think about someone training in the gym. At first, the weights feel heavy, and progress is almost invisible. But by showing up day after day, the muscles grow stronger. The same principle applies to self-belief. In the beginning, it may feel weak. Doubts will be louder than faith. But if you continue taking action each day, even when it feels uncomfortable, your belief will grow stronger. And one day you will look back and realize that what once felt impossible has become your normal reality. Daily consistent actions can take many forms, but they all share the same purpose: to prove to yourself that you are capable of following through. For some, it may mean committing to reading for 20 minutes every day to strengthen the mind. For others, It could mean exercising daily to strengthen the body. It may mean practicing a skill, writing a page, making a call, or simply refusing to break a promise to yourself. The action itself is less important than the message it sends. The message is always, I can count on myself. Many people wait until they feel confident before they take action. But the truth is reversed. Confidence comes from action, not before it. You build it by doing the hard thing, by showing up even when you are afraid, and by finishing even when you're tired. Every time you push through resistance, your confidence grows. Confidence is not the absence of fear, it is the decision to move forward despite fear. It is the trust that even if you fail, you will rise again. Failures are not enemies of belief. They are its teachers. Each failure gives you feedback, showing you where to adjust, where to improve, and where to grow stronger. If you view failure as proof that you're not good enough, your belief will collapse. But if you view failure as part of the process, as a step toward mastery, then your belief will expand. True self-belief does not mean expecting perfection. It means trusting that even in imperfection, you are enough, and you can keep improving. Building unshakable self-belief also requires protecting your mind from negativity. The world is filled with voices that will doubt you, criticize you, or dismiss your efforts. If you allow those voices to shape your identity, your belief will weaken. Instead, you must create your own inner voice that is stronger than the noise around you. This inner voice is not blind positivity. It is grounded in discipline and evidence. It says, I have shown up every day. I have kept my word. I have proven to myself that I am capable. This is why consistent action is so critical. It gives your inner voice real strength. Another truth is that belief grows when you keep promises to yourself. Every time you say you will do something and follow through, you increase your self-trust. Every time you break your word to yourself, you weaken it. Many people are reliable for others, but not for themselves. They will show up for work, for family, for friends, but they will neglect their own goals. To build unshakable self-belief, you must become someone whose own word is law. If you decide to wake up at 6, do it. If you decide to exercise, do it. If you commit to finishing a project, finish it. Every promise kept is a deposit into your bank of belief. The greatest victories often come from small daily actions done with consistency. It is not the grand moments that change your life, it is the daily habits that compound over time. 1 hour of study daily becomes a lifetime of knowledge. 1 healthy meal daily becomes a strong body. 1 step forward daily becomes a journey of 1,000 miles. When you commit to daily progress, you do not need to fear the future, because you know that growth is inevitable. Self-belief is also tested most in private moments. It is easy to appear confident in front of others, but true belief is built when no one is watching. The choices you make in silence, whether you choose discipline or distraction, growth or stagnation, determine the strength of your foundation. When you discipline yourself in private, you carry confidence in public. It is important to understand that unshakable self-belief is not arrogance. Arrogance is pretending to know everything and refusing to grow. Belief is knowing you can learn, adapt, and improve. Belief does not deny weakness, it embraces it with the faith that weakness can be transformed into strength through effort. Belief does not compare itself with others, it measures itself only against its own progress. Practical steps to build unshakable self-belief through daily consistent actions are simple but powerful. Begin by setting small, realistic goals that you can achieve daily. Do not overwhelm yourself with massive tasks at the start. Success is built gradually. Start small, stay consistent, and increase over time. Write down your commitments each day and treat them like unbreakable promises. At the end of each day, review what you achieved and remind yourself that every step forward is proof of growth. Another practical step is to create rituals that anchor your mindset. For example, starting your morning with a simple routine of exercise, reflection, or reading can set the tone for the entire day. This daily ritual becomes a reminder that you are in control of your choices and your mindset. Over time, these rituals build a strong foundation for self-belief. Surround yourself with an environment that supports growth. Limit exposure to negativity, whether it comes from people, media, or your own habits. Replace it with positive input: books, mentors, learning, and encouraging voices. Your environment shapes your mindset, and your mindset shapes your belief. Protect it carefully. Finally, remind yourself constantly that belief is a journey, not a destination. You will have days of doubt. You will have moments of weakness, but as long as you return to consistent action, your belief will never collapse. The storm may shake you, but your roots will hold firm because they were built daily through discipline. The life you want will not be built in a day, but it will be built day by day. Every action you take is a seed planted. Every promise you keep is a brick laid. Every time you rise after a fall, you strengthen the foundation. Over time, this daily consistency builds a self-belief so powerful that no failure, no rejection, and no challenge can shake it. That is the power of daily consistent action. It turns ordinary people into extraordinary individuals who refuse to quit until they win. When you commit to daily growth, you no longer chase belief, it grows inside you naturally. You wake up knowing you are capable, because you have proven it to yourself repeatedly. You no longer need constant validation, because your actions validate your worth. You no longer fear challenges, because you know that your foundation is unshakable. This is where transformation begins, not in grand speeches or temporary inspiration, but in the quiet daily decision to take action, to keep moving, to keep believing. The journey is not easy, but it is worth everything. Because once you build unshakable self-belief, no one can take it from you. It becomes your shield, your foundation, and your greatest weapon in the pursuit of your dreams. Focus on yourself. Take daily consistent action. Build your self-belief brick by brick, day by day. And when the world doubts you, your own belief will carry you forward. That is how you win. Chapter 2: Create a clear vision that drives your life forward. A clear vision is the compass that guides your life toward progress. Without vision, you move through each day reacting to circumstances instead of creating direction. Many people feel stuck not because they lack talent or effort, but because they lack clarity about where they are going. Vision transforms confusion into purpose. It gives meaning to effort and strengthens determination when challenges appear. When you know where you are heading, every action gains weight and every choice carries significance. Creating a clear vision begins with asking yourself what kind of life you truly want. Not the life others expect from you, not the image society tries to sell, but the life that aligns with your values, passions, and potential. This requires honest reflection. Sit with yourself in silence and imagine the future you desire. Ask what kind of person you want to become, what skills you want to master, what impact you want to make, and what kind of relationships you want to build. Clarity emerges when you allow yourself to answer without fear or limitation. Once you define the picture of the life you want, you must translate it into a concrete vision. Vague desires create vague results. Saying you want to be successful is not enough. You must define what success means to you personally. For one person, it may mean building a thriving business. For another, it may mean achieving health and balance. For someone else, it may mean creating art that inspires others. By putting exact meaning behind your words, your vision becomes something tangible you can move toward. A powerful vision always connects to purpose. Purpose is the deeper reason behind what you want. For example, wanting financial freedom is good, but connecting it to the desire to provide for your family, contribute to society, or create opportunities for others gives it emotional strength. Purpose is the fuel that sustains you when the path becomes difficult. Without purpose, visions fade when obstacles appear. With purpose, you will continue to move forward even when the road is hard. Vision must be written down. Thoughts are fleeting, but writing anchors them. When you write your vision clearly, you bring it from imagination into reality. Put it on paper in vivid detail. Describe how your ideal future looks and feels. Imagine yourself living it, hearing the sounds around you, feeling the emotions, and experiencing the freedom of being aligned with your dream. Writing your vision repeatedly reinforces it in your mind and strengthens your belief that it is possible. After creating a vision, break it down into smaller steps. A grand future can feel overwhelming if you only look at the big picture. The way forward is to divide it into milestones. If your vision is to become a skilled leader, start with daily reading, practicing communication, and seeking small opportunities to guide others. If your vision is to improve your health, begin with a consistent routine of exercise and balanced eating. Each small step taken consistently leads you closer to the larger picture. Clarity of vision also demands alignment with your daily decisions. Many people write beautiful visions but live in ways that contradict them. If your vision is health, but you neglect exercise and consume what harms your body, you create conflict between your desires and your actions. If your vision is success in a career, but you spend hours on distractions, you weaken your progress. True clarity is proven in choices. When your decisions align with your vision, progress becomes inevitable. It is important to review your vision often. Life changes. Experiences reshape you, and growth may lead you to refine your direction. Revisit your vision regularly to ensure it still reflects your true desires. Adjust where needed. Sharpen your goals, and reaffirm your commitment. A vision is not static. It is a living guide that evolves with you, but its essence remains stable, to move you toward a life of meaning and progress.